be a first impressions get ready with me on the brand Beauty Bay Cosmetics. I am super excited to dive into this fiery 16 pan eyeshadow palette. I have not been able to use it yet, so I just want to jump into my look pretty much right away. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm trying to think about what direction I want to go in with though for this palette. I'm thinking I'm going to stick with most of the orangey tones today. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this one, deepen it up with one of those, and then I'm really wanting to use this orangey color first on my lid. Or I could do something a little bit more mustardy to go with my sweatshirt, but yeah, I'm not really feeling that today. So we're just going to go in with what I said. So I'm going to start off with the shade Pumpkin Spice. And I'm going to use that in my crease. So I have never tried Beauty Bay Cosmetics before. I've been swatching these a few times, and every time I swatch them, I'm like, wow, these are beautiful. Wow, that just blended out really easily. That's really nice. That is super smooth. I really like that. I mean, when I swatched these, they were super smooth and pigmented, like all of the mattes, that it just made me so excited to try the palette. So how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm a little bit tired today because I didn't sleep the greatest last night. I think I only slept for a few hours because I've been going to sleep pretty late, which I need to stop doing. I really need to stop doing that. But it's like, I really feel like I don't have any time to myself until late at night. So I always abuse it and I stay up way too late because I feel like just everybody needs me all the time during the day. Oh, that is so pretty. Like, I'm home by myself right now, so that's why I'm able to film. Oh, I love that. That is such a nice color, and it's such a nice formula. It's so smooth. Yes. Alright, so far I love it. Okay, so then the next shade I'm going to go in with is this like burnt orange color right here. And it's called Hot Sauce. Such cute names. I'm going to take that and put that in my crease to define it. Oh my god. I'm a mess today. That's beautiful. Wow, so pretty. I mean, I kind of was leaning towards using the goldy shades, but then I was like, I really want to use these orangey tones today. This palette kind of screams like summer to fall to me, and these like burnt orange vibes is like what I love living in like the transition from summer to fall and also fall time. But like, what doesn't scream fall time more than pumpkin spice color? I mean, I don't know what does. What else does, I mean? Oh, before I do the rest of my look, I just wanted to say I primed my eyes before with the Anastasia eye primer, as usual. It's the one that I use to test out all my new palettes that I get. And then I use the ColourPop Luxe Dewdrop Lip Oil, of course. And then I set my eyes with my Dior powder. So then for the outer corners, also, yeah, I just wanted to say the reason why I didn't sleep that great is because our neighbor, like I said, I think in my last video, that they never tell their dog to be quiet or stop barking when it barked, and it started barking at 8 in the morning this morning, and it did not stop until like, it was like on and off until like 11 a.m. and so like I couldn't fall back asleep then. I was so mad. So yeah, it's really annoying. And then for the outer corners, I'm torn between these three shades. I think I'm going to use Caramel Sauce. I think that one will be pretty. And it's kind of calling my name. Hopefully it'll be dark enough. I think it will be. Yeah, it is. I like that a lot. So I'm going to use that. It looks like it's going to be lighter in the pan, but when you actually apply it, it's pretty pigmented. So far, I am loving how these mattes are applying. They just apply super easily. And this is a $10 palette, y'all. $10. Like, seriously? I am super impressed with the quality so far. I would think this is like a $50 eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. I've heard really good things about Beauty Bay's formula. A lot of people seem to like it, so I think that it's super nice so far. Oh, I can't wait to use some of these shades. I'm like staring at the shimmers, and I'm going to create so many looks with this. And there's also so many shades that I could use on the lid today, so I don't know. I'm kind of torn. But so far, everything is blending amazingly. So I'm just going to put on some glitter glue and then we'll do the lid. Okay, and then for my lid shade, let's see. Am I going to use the gold or the orange that I wanted? I think I'm going to stick with the orange because I think I'm going to use the gold on the inner corners. The orange is called Tango, and I'm going to use that. Oh my god, they're so buttery, smooth, and soft. So I'm going to apply that to my lid. That is gorgeous. Oh, that's so pretty. Forgive me if I have to build it up a little bit. I don't know what happened with my glitter glue. I might have to reinforce all the mattes again because my glitter glue is like super liquidy and I don't know why. And I have to wear my eyeshadow for a while today because I'm going out to dinner with one of my friends after work. By the way, I did not go out to dinner with pretty much anybody last summer during COVID. I mean, obviously COVID is still happening. It's not like it went away. But since I had COVID and I'm fully vaccinated, that definitely makes me a little bit, you know, feel like more of a comfort as opposed to like not having COVID and being fully vaccinated. Because you do have more of a protection if you've had it already and you're fully vaccinated. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to use the shade Peaches and Cream. And I like that there's a light brow bone highlight in the palette. And I'm just going to use that on my brow bone. Oh, that is pretty orangey, actually. It's a little bit too dark for my brow bone. Wow, there is a massive amount of kick up in that shade, too. But that would work more as a transition shade for me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply my brow bone highlight, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the face, because I'm just wasting time at this point. I need to get ready for work. Okay, so I just did my base. So I just used the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Cucumber, and then I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and then the Anastasia Luminous Foundation in the shade 110C, and then the coinciding concealer in the shade 1. And then for setting powder, I just used the Pat McGrath Labs underneath my eyes and then the Dior on my face. So now let's jump back into the eyeshadow palette, and we're just going to do a little bit of the lower lash line. I think I'm just going to take that shade Pumpkin Spice on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to use the shade Adorn on the inner corners. I'm going to grab my brushes. I'm just going to take Pumpkin Spice. Probably really pigmented, so do I want that brush? Probably not. I always forget what brush to use. I feel like I'm rushing so much again, and I hate that because I never feel like I have enough time to finish my makeup, like, ever. Yesterday I had to run like a million errands because I had to drop something off to my boyfriend before work. And then we were supposed to have lunch together, but he was too tired, so he went to sleep and I just went home. And then I just ate lunch, had to film my Tinkerbell look, and then went right to work. Sorry, my nose is so freaking itchy. I don't know why. Sorry about that. Okay, and then for the inner corners, like I said, I'm going to go in with that gold shade Adorn. I'm just going to pop that over here. I cannot believe that inner corner highlight, not highlight, Caitlin, oh my god, is not that popular anymore. I'm like, I cannot do my makeup without an inner corner highlight. I just think it adds such a beautiful pop to your look. And I'm not gonna stop doing something just because it's a makeup trend. I'm like, I'm doing what makeup I like to do. I might improve something to make it look better, like choose a better shade of foundation and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna change my makeup style just because it's trendy. I do the makeup that I want to do, and I want to do what looks good to me. What looks good to me. It takes so long to build up the inner corners sometimes. I don't know why. Okay, so that is that, and that is really pretty. Okay, hopefully that's good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, and then I'm just going to do my mascara, and then we'll go into the cheek products that I got. Okay, so I went ahead and did my mascara and everything. I used the Rare Beauty mascara. Again, I'm actually really liking this one. And then I just used Marc Jacobs Earthquake on my waterline, and then the Lash Discovery mascara on my bottom lashes. And then I used my Dior bronzer in the shade Tan Bronze. So now we're going to go into the blush and highlight that I got from Beauty Bay. So the blush I got is called Peachy. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my cheeks. Really love how this look turned out. I think it's super pretty. This is pretty pigmented, so I think I'm only going to dip in once. Ooh, that's really nice. Wow, that builds up really nice, and I only dipped in once. Okay. Very impressed with that. It's actually pretty smooth too and blends out really nice. Wow, I like that a lot. That's a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be, because it kind of is like pretty powdery, but once you apply it, it's really nice and pigmented to blend out. So I really like that. And then I'm going to try out one of their highlighters. This one is in the shade Beam, and it's this gorgeous like gold color, and I'm super excited to try this. It looks stunning. So I'm just going to take my Color Perp brush. I'm just going to apply that. This is, oh, that is so sparkly. Holy crap. I'm going to go ahead and, oh my god. Whoa, that is pigmented. Oh my god. Wow, that's pretty. It's very powdery, but that is so pigmented. Dogs are barking again outside. I really don't get it. Like, wow, but that is beautiful. That's gorgeous. Okay, Beauty Bay $5 highlighter and blush. These are stunning. It is intense though, so it kind of reminds me of the Moira highlight. It's almost the same, The Moira definitely has less kick up though, but wow, that's stunning. Oh my god. Okay, I love everything that I tried. Okay, and then we're just going to finish up with the lips, and I'm going to use my Joseph Colors Desi and Katie lipstick in the shade Hey Girl. Just gonna finish applying it off camera. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Excuse me, here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. Oh my god, I love everything I tried. I'm gonna go ahead and go through everything when I get home from work, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Okay, you guys, so I am back home from work, so I wanted to tell you guys my thoughts on everything. I am obsessed with the eyeshadow palette so far. I think that the eyeshadows blended out beautifully. The mattes were super buttery soft, and the shimmers were beautiful and very pigmented, and I'm obsessed with this look. I really love how it turned out, so I have no complaints about this. I think that everything blended beautifully, so I love this. And then as far as the blush and highlight goes, same thing. I think that the blush blends out really nicely, very nicely pigmented, and it's a really pretty everyday color. And then same thing for the, I'm just checking my lips, but it looks fine in person, so I don't know why it looks like, oh my god. Yeah, it looks fine. And then for my the highlighter in Beam, oh my god, so stunning. I still haven't reapplied it since I came home from work, and I think that it's gorgeous. I mean, super blinding, and this is only $5, and I think it's stunning. It lasted all day, even underneath a mask. It's really intense and beautiful, so I am impressed with absolutely everything that I tried. So yeah, highly recommend Beauty Bay. I think that they're one of the best affordable brands I've ever tried. I think everything was amazing. So I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, CBW819, and my Poshmark at CBW819 as well. I don't know why I'm like blanking on everything, but I love you guys. Bye.